Hello and welcome to another club. We are with Zamalek. I have just spent about 5 minutes prior to recording this, walking around my house going Zamalek, Z-Malek, Z-Malek, because I've been calling it. I'm not going to say what I've been calling it because I'll go back to saying it, but it is Zamalek? I've forgotten. Zamalek. I hope that's right. We are with Zamalek Sporting Club in Egypt. It's going to be the first game in charge, so let's see what kind of mess I've got myself into this time. And why do I always tilt my head at the end? Have you noticed that? Like I don't know what that is. It's doing my head in. When I edit video, I'm like, I like Churchill the dog or something. And I'm going to keep this bit in because I don't care. I'm going to end the video without tilting my head. Watch. I really want to tilt my head. Don't tilt your head. Don't tilt your head. Don't do it.
This is one man's journey. A journey which will see him travel the world in search of the unattainable. Some say it is impossible, and he has more chance of Taylor Swift removing that restraining order. Who will he meet? Will he handle a strange cuisine? And how many times will he be sacked this time? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hexagon Challenge 2.
And also, when I start a video, I tilt my head as well, so I'm tempted to tilt. I don't know why I do it. I must do it in real life, but when editing videos I notice it, so I'm aware of what I'm doing. I also talk with my hands as well, which is weird. Probably not a good thing to do in my job, but I do it. But anyway, let's get on with this. We are with Zamalek, I think that is right, and this is the home screen. For people that don't know, we took the job after leaving MC Alger after the disappointing loss in the Champions League final. We was always going to leave. A couple of days for the Champions League final, this job in Egypt became available. I fancied it. Zamalek are a pretty good. I mean, I don't know how much your knowledge of African football is. Before doing these kind of saves, I had zero knowledge of African football, so I'm going to assume you don't have, without being rude. Zamalek, as you can see, top team, one of the top teams in Egypt, finished 4th last season, and when I took the job, well, they were 10th when I took the job, obviously, because they're still 10th now. But when the job became available, I applied for it, and luckily, surprisingly, I got it. They're a continental reputation team in Egypt, which is huge. So it's a team that I think we can build something here now and actually try and win that second Champions League, which would be the African Champions League. We got so close just a couple of weeks ago with MC Alger, but here we should be able to build a better team, stronger team, not just rely on Algerian players. A lot of people probably wondering why I left when we got to the semi-final. We got to the final. We got to the semi-final of the Confederation Cup last season, and this season to the final of the Champions League. Our best players are about to leave. They really are. And we're not going to be able to replace them, I don't think. It'd be really hard to replace them, so it is going to be, unfortunately, a sinking ship. I think they'll do fantastically still in Algeria, but I don't know what's going to happen unless they can produce some other great Algerian players, because you're not allowed to sign Algerian players in Algeria. So we are in Egypt, and the window's coming up. The team, I can see why they're down there. Obviously, I've done a little bit of, spent quite a little bit of time going through things off camera, which I like to do. This is the current ability of the squad. It's not what I like. It's not what I like at all. Alright, there's the green here, which means, the dark green is obviously the best, but the green means you've got good quality, you've got good depth there, and you're quite covered there. But lots of red. Ignore sweeper. I can't think of any time I played with a sweeper. I really can't think of one time I played with a sweeper, so ignore that. Left and right back, which I've noticed today selecting the team, there's nothing. There's good players, and one good player on each side, and that's it then. There's no cover. The January transfer window needs to come really quick. Wingers is not very good either. So striker wise, it's not too bad, but what I did when I signed, there was only one great and one good. Going through the reserves, I found Mohamed Sorbet, I'm going to call him there. You can see him there, Mohamed Sorbet, 18-year-old. Pretty good little striker out on loan. I thought, why the hell, we've only got 2 strikers, why the hell is he on loan? Bring him back, which I did immediately, only to find out today I can't register him for the squad. So it was kind of a silly thing to do. But once the window opens again, I will be able to register him, hopefully, and get him up front. But for some reason, knowing I only have 2 strikers that I can use, I've still gone with 2 strikers up front. Just because I don't know what else to play at the moment. I think we'll get this game out of the way and then we'll plan something. If this works, then we'll try and risk it. Because the wingers, again, we're lacking. It's going to be hard to play with wingers either. I'll show you the formation we've gone with in a minute. But the team, there's some pretty good players there. There is some pretty good players and some players that I think we can do really well. This Traore is a Malayan 22-year-old, really good goalkeeper. You can have 3 foreign players. He's obviously one of them. And I like the look of him. I really like the look of him. Pretty good goalkeeper, 22-year-old. Might actually be worth something if he keeps improving. Possible 4.5 star, I think it is. He's been here for a couple of seasons on free, but has done pretty well. Not been managed by the computer. So we'll see how he does with a human in charge. See if we can get him even better. 9 cats for Mali, yeah. But yeah, could be actually worth something maybe to a European team eventually. 4.5 star potential, currently ability 4 star, which is good. Then our striker Hamid Weil. Is that Weil? I don't know. I'm gonna butcher it. I'm sorry. But what a fucking player he is. He's been through the club. Zamalek. He's been at Zamalek for all his career, and he's just been alright. He's not done well last season. Only scored 2 goals, but I think with me in charge, we can get back to these 20 goals a season. Because I think just looking at him, dribbling 18, finishing 18, first touch 16, they're all world class. Acceleration, agility, pace, strength, and stamina are all really, really good in a striker, and mentally pretty good as well. Definitely going to be an absolute goal machine for me. Mohamed Fateh, another player I like the look of a lot. Midfielder, advanced playmaker. I think has all the ability to be the playmaker of the team and really provide us with some goals. Mohamed Hassan, I like the look again. Is wanted, and I'm worried about him. I think he's wanted by, I've forgotten now, Al Jazeera, who signed Meg 4, who's doing fantastic, by the way, for them. This man is what I like in a defensive midfielder. I've not really had many this good in this save, and this, I like him. I like him a lot. I might offer him a new contract. I think I might offer him the fucking world, because I think we can build a team around him. The 29-year-old, I think he has to stay, really. I'm probably going to lose him, but I would love to keep him. And the rest are kind of, Masad here, Abdullah Masad. I like the look of him again. He's a strong centre-back, only 5'11". That's the only weakness thing, and that's not something... People know me, I don't do small dwarf defenders. I don't do them. I just don't do them. So he's probably going to be out, even though he looks pretty good. I just think, yeah, he's going to be out. And then Satar, or I don't know how he's... I'm currently trying to... he was already transferred when I joined. We are over the wage budget. He's on 10.5 grand a week, so I've kind of offered him out, which has pissed him off and pissed some players off. Because it never goes fucking easy, does it? But he looks pretty good. But I think he needs to go. He's one of the top earners at the club, and I don't think he's that good. And the rest are just some pretty good youngsters. You can see I'm tempted to play wingers because this man's 18-year-old and his 3-star. Again, come through the youth system. I think I am tempted to play wingers just for him, just to get him in the team. But at the moment, I've not got... I'm sure we will develop something with wingers. I'm sure we will as the season goes on. But he looks pretty good as well. Very good youth system here. Another 18-year-old with 3.5 star is Hani Sayad, I think. He's 6'4", centre back, and he's tall. Just what I like. Mentally, it's not great, but again, I've just got to remember he is 18. Just relax. But I need someone alongside him, experienced, because mentally, it's just determination is not very good. Concentration 11 is not bad, I suppose. Aggression, they could all braver at 18. You could do it a little bit higher. Positioning is good. That's one good thing about him. And that's kind of... There's other good players which we'll get to know, but they're the ones I'm really excited about. I don't want this episode to come for too long. So let's show the tactic. Let me put that back, because I've got a little bit of OCD and I like it to kind of be... It freaks me out when it's not like that. It freaks me out. Here is the tactic. It is something that we have used before. You can see Ham 1. It's what we use with Hamilton Wanderers in the Hexagon save that is on my channel that actually failed. It's that tactic from there. It's just the only thing that has changed. There wasn't a defensive midfielder here. There was a midfield free and an attacking midfielder there, and I've kind of changed the roles of these two here to both centre midfielders on support. But I've not changed anything in there, I don't think. I've not changed a thing in there, and we're just going to go with it. We're going to play very narrow. We're attacking for some reason. I don't know why we're attacking, but we're a crazy bunch of Egyptians, and we're just going to go out there and we're just going to hope for something positive. I don't know what to expect. The team we are playing are Al Gash. No, I'm sure it's not Al Gash. Al Gayash. I don't know. Al Gayash. We won't call him Al Gash. We'll call him Al Gayash. Yeah, we'll go with that. The team is not great. The bench is even worse. But we have gone for, in goal is Traore. Mansour is on the left-hand side. I think he looks pretty, another youngster, looks pretty good. I think it's his first season here. Let's see how he develops with me in charge. Mossad and Syed are the two centre-backs. Mossad obviously being the short one. A little bit alarmed about that, but I think we'll be okay. I think Hamad is on left-hand side. Hassan, the big man. Abdal, Fatih and Farouk. Up front is another foreign player. Didn't show you him. I'm just going to call him Stanley, a South African striker. Advanced playmaker, Portugal kind of player. He's alright. I like the look of him. I don't know if we're going to keep him though. I don't know, because like I said, them foreign slots are... there's only 3 of them, and I have my eye on somebody else already. And up front is the other big one we've got, Hamed Wheel, I don't know what it is. Nicknames, guys. Get your nicknames in right now. I'm about to take charge of your first match of Zamalek. Zamalek. See, I've done it already. Zamalek. Can you sum up your feelings on this occasion like this? It's a special day and I cannot wait to get started. See, they do that every time. It's a new job. It looks like you've changed the tactics. Well, of course I've changed the tactics to the last manager. I mean, for one, he got sacked. For 2, I'm a different person. I mean, yeah, things fucking change. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, shut up. It annoys me when it does that, this game, sometimes. I'm very annoyed. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm very pissed off. I don't know what it is. Should we just go calmly? Because I'm not... I should go aggressive because I'm annoyed. But we won't do. I don't want to say that. My favourites, go on then. I knew they wouldn't go with that. Assertively, go make a fucking... No, that's definitely not working. I have faith in you all, but none of you give a fucking shit. Probably because I pissed them off because I want to sell one of the best players. But we need to. We've got no money to bring new players in, and this squad needs... We've got money to spend. We haven't got the wage budget. This squad needs investment in January. So, fine, I'm going to spend some money. Because I don't usually do a squad overhaul. Not for a while, but we will be definitely doing with Zamalek. See, Zamalek. Abdel getting forward, though, playing as a centre midfielder. Strikes it right against the goalkeeper. Let's just see how we play with this. We're on top. We've had 6 shots. They've had none. Weil here now. Wiley into oh, yes. Couldn't call him Sunday there, but Stanley has got the first goal of my reign, which hopefully is going to be successful. It is the 2 strikers actually joining up together and scoring a pretty simple goal, but I liked Whale. I'm going to call him Weil. I don't know. Nicknames. This man just running at people, losing his pace. Nice ball into the box. And a simple finish for Stanley. We are 1-0 up, and that has risen us 1 place in the league to 9th, which is great. As we, I've been asked to finish top 4, I think, which I'll go with. Al Alai, who are top of the league at the moment, are a very, very good Egyptian side. But we did win the league not last season, but the season before. So we have the ability to win leagues. They're not that far ahead of us. We kind of just need to change this, get some winning mentality to the team. And Fatih, one player that I think has it. When I joined, I really liked the look of him. He's just scored an absolute screamer. Apparently used to play for this club. Great goal from the edge of the box. This tactic seems to be working. Maybe the wingers, maybe you're not going to get a chance. I don't know. Fatih with a great strike. 1-0. And We're cruising, I guess. We're going to go in at 2-0. We're going 2-0, sorry. I just said 1-0, sorry. We're going to go in at half-time 2-0 up. I'm happy with the things that are going. Keep it up. I definitely agree with that. We are playing attacking, which I wasn't sure. I just didn't want to change from what we've... oh, there you go. Monso now. Is he going to get... It's just a free kick. From what works with whoever we use this with. I know we use it Hamos Wanderers, but we've used it in this save as well. And I think it was with... I don't know who it was with. We used it in the Champions League final with what are they called? Auckland City. I think we used it with ASAC. I think that's what the stats we use this with. I think, oh shit, 75 minutes gone. We've made no changes. Let's make some changes now. We've got a shed load of fucking midfielders on the bench. This Kamal, I like the look of. I think he's a pretty good youngster. I'm going to bring him on. He plays better as a defensive midfielder, as a ball-winning defender, sorry. But we're going to try him as there. Fatih's got a goal I'm going to keep on. Ramadan I'm also going to change for Abdal and Saeed, who's looking pretty knackered. I think this man's better. Azzy? Wael Abdal Azzy? I'll get used to these names, or we'll just give them nicknames. It's one of them. We'll get the nicknames in now, lads. Get them in. Get them in now. But it's going to be a very comfortable 3-0, 2-0 win. We'll take that every day. We'll take that every single day. Not many highlights, but we've controlled it really well. Looking at the stats, that's exactly what you want to see. And obviously we were favourites to win anyway, but I think it's just nice to get back to first game in charge. Just nice to get a good 3 points in the bag, and we have done it. Stanley was down as key man. Has got a goal, got a 7.0 rating on my first game in charge. So I'm pretty happy with that, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that episode. We are going to wrap it up now. I think we do have I think we have not Champions League. I think we have Confederation Cup. Again, the African Europa League. We have that. I believe we finished 4th last season, so that does qualify for you. The Confederation Cup, there's just no confirmation of it yet. We'll see what happens around January. But we'll be back before January, I do think. But I hope you've enjoyed this so far, guys. Do smash that like button. If we've got a brand new team, share this around if you know anyone that could be interested in it. And I'll see you for the next episode. Take care.